Hey everybody, thank you for your suggestion via donation. Shout out today goes to David. Thank you for your support on Buy Me a Coffee. I'm going to check out a song called Memories. It's perfect for you. Ah, she's like singing out of my soul. Sometimes we get lost in our own little world, but it's all so much bigger than we realize. This is an artist named Daneliya. I believe I've listened to one of her songs so far. Powerhouse vocals, young girl who just actually graduated high school in Boston, I was told by David. She's 18 now, very young girl, but amazing powerhouse vocals. So let's check out Daneliya and her song Memories. I believe this is her original. Is that right? This is one of her own songs, now releasing her own original music. In the past, I guess she was known for doing covers and just blew everybody's mind. Let's check it out. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We're all about going around the world, listening to music, learning about things, exploring psychology, philosophy, and so much more. I'm honored you're here. Click that bell so you don't miss a thing. Here we go. I like the cinematography of this music video so far. Ooh. Listen, I'll start over. And bear with me if sometimes I have to pause due to copyright reasons. I want to make sure that I bring enough commentary to be transforming this so that, YouTube doesn't think, or the artist doesn't think I'm just playing her song in my video. So be patient, please understand. In reaction videos, we have to take that into consideration. For the full video, go to Daneliya's YouTube channel, listen to this in full, in its entirety. That way you support the artist. It's always awesome to go listen to the original either way. That way you can show the artist you're there to support them, let them know which reactor brought you. That also is really helpful. And enjoy this with me. But bear with me if I comment here and there. But I also don't want to forget my train of thought. So let me say this. I love the airiness that she's coming in right now. But from the get-go, already showing us that she has a great vocal range, a lot of vocal control, airiness, a little bit of vibrato, very clear and clean notes, beautiful timbre to her voice. And there's elements here of pop that I'm noticing. This is the kind of song, even just the first few measures, that have me thinking this would go great in a movie. This would go great on some type of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, reel, and short. This is the type of song that I think those parts here, moments here, are very memorable and very good for your mainstream. And so in that sense, this was done well because she's growing as a channel, as an artist. And so that's great to put yourself on the map with a song that can reach a larger audience, especially younger people, and kind of tap into what is enjoyable here. But I also love the lighting. I love the cinematography. I love the Ferris wheel. And a song called Memories kind of works together with having things in your music video that people will possibly have memories about, that people may associate with their childhood and their youth. See these elements, even the staccato, doing that with that high voice, beautiful airiness. A lot of pop here. Of course, the beat and the bass and these elements help. It really has that modern TikTok video, Instagram reel feel that is very, very catchy, very relevant. So that was well done. But the way that she's bringing in the staccato, the way that she's bringing in the airiness, it really creates a feeling of a lightheartedness, but yet it sounds like grief, like sadness. Very feminine, very gentle, but still pain, still hurt that we're talking about here, right? This feeling of I'm seeing ghosts. You pray for me, but then you take my soul. And we'll talk about the lyrics and how that may be interpreted. but very, very catchy. Great hooks. The way that the chords and notes are being put together. Yeah, it's catchy. Ooh. Saying it like that, singing it like that, that staccato of the ha also sounds like laughter. Ha ha, ha ha, haunt me, right? There's the idea of when somebody mocks you. It's haunting her, it's mocking her. Since I was young. Still young. Ooh. Dang, that was deeper than I expected. I'm glad that I allowed myself to tap into this a bit more because on surface level, the beat, her airy vocals, the runs, that pop feel, genre-wise, if I didn't actually like open myself up to it a little bit more from a musical standpoint, from a lyrical standpoint, I feel like I would have kept it, what's the word, surface level, right? I can enjoy it. It's a cool track. It's something that I can just have playing in the background, right? When I'm listening to lo-fi chill music, trying to clean or do some editing or some working on the side. It's this side background music. It's dope, it's catchy, makes for a great background music. I know I've said this a couple of times now in your Instagram reel, on your TikTok video. It's great accompanying music, right? It's chill. That beat, the bass, ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. And I know she did it higher, right? Just really it's just kind of there and it's chill and it's cool. And the more I listened, the more I realized, wait a minute, this is actually more personal than I realized. And there's more going on here than I'm giving it credit for. Let me go deeper. Let's not just keep this surface level, cool, chill song. Her voice is beautiful, great range. I love how it became rounder and fuller as she was emphasizing, as she was working towards the second half and that second chorus. You can hear that there is good breath control, but there is also diversity. She's able to hit those high notes. She's able to bring in airiness, but she's also able to bring in that soul and that more round texture. Beautiful timbre to her voice. She got the runs, a lot of soul, poppy, great staccato, smooth song, right? Not necessarily very complex in regards to chords and beat, right? Few chords, you got your beat. Now you got a cool track. Beautiful voice though, but she wasn't climbing any crazy riff ladders, which is fitting. Again, this is mainly a song that would fit more on your mainstream, a song that will go viral, that many young people will listen to. Well done. But the lyrics were intriguing, and I was starting to realize are more deep than I realized. At first, I thought memories, maybe childhood memories, were seeing the carousel and the little horsies and these different things you find at a fair. The fact that it was blurred at times was also interesting to me because when we remember things, it's not always very clear. Sometimes we look into the past, we remember things through a blurred vision or through false memory syndrome, right? We story to ourselves a certain way. What happened, romanticizing, villainizing people, just, painting a picture in our mind. Memory is tricky. Different ways we could interpret that. And then I thought, well, okay, verse 1, we're going on a journey here where maybe it speaks of a relationship that's difficult, a toxic relationship, someone that prays for her but takes her soul, right? There's this type of relationship where you're not being blessed, you're not at peace, but you're being played. When a person tells you they're praying for you, but then they take your soul, to me, that's mockery. They're doing the opposite of what the purpose of praying for someone should be. It should be an act of, pleading with a greater being, a higher being on behalf of someone from a place of love and care and concern and empathy, not from a place of power, manipulation, and now taking someone's soul. Different words that she was using here, speaking of healing and such. Haha, again, haunt me. That play on words that could possibly imply an idea of mockery, ghosts haunting things that are there but not quite, that she is seeing but they're not really real. Hard time letting go of the past. Then in verse 2, when she spoke of sharing that burden, right? The dark side of someone else that you now keep carrying and needing help to do so. That struck a chord with me because now I wasn't only thinking of romantic relationships or friendships that might be toxic, but I was also thinking of parents or caregivers in our life where you are kind of at the mercy of somebody else. You depend on them to protect you, to keep you safe. You look up to them, you respect them, whatever the dynamics are. But now, because of their own struggles, the ghosts they're battling in their life, their own dark side, they now act a certain way and treat you a certain way. And a lot of times, people who enable those who are still stuck in unhealthy patterns, they may be doing so out of love or codependency, right? But we're covering for that person. We're not necessarily telling the whole world what's really going on at home. And I could relate with that, to be honest with you. From own memories of where you try to protect someone, either their image or your image, or where you try to hope that your love will be enough to fix a person, or you hope that they love you enough to do better, and crap keeps happening, and at some point you realize, I need help carrying this burden. That lyric struck a chord with me. It was very chill, very poppy, but still very poignant and deeper than I was expecting. Obviously, she's a phenomenal singer, but if this is one of her first originals, that's really impressive. Really making a footprint, showing up strong. And we already know she's an amazing singer when it comes to the covers she does, but this is a fantastic track. Really, really well done. The lyric video was also very well done. I loved how the words were highlighted. I loved how sometimes they were bigger and further in the background, almost like ghosts, like a little more faded. I love how certain words were larger and emphasized, weight, healing, keywords that are important. Really, really well done. This is cool. What do you think? Comment below, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!